how's it going everyone? If you guys can already tell by the title and thumbnail, I have some more news to talk other than this actual patch notes, but I kind of want to get the patch notes out of the way because it just talks about bug fixes after bug fixes. This Rec Room patch is actually kind of a bigger one, and yeah, let's get to reading it. Now, it starts off with this. Hope this puts you in a good mood. Rec Room Studio rooms now support Mood v1 ships. Added a always snap circuits option in the maker pen under the circuits and debuggy drop down menu. When toggled, circuit boards move together and will always snap to each other, regardless of your current maker pen snapping mode. When using the maker pen rotate tool on a shape inside a container with the rotate around pivot set, the shape will now rotate around the container's pivot point rather than the shape's center point. Pen transform tool now respects the rotate around pivot setting as well. Giving changes to a swatch, creating a new swatch, and deleting a swatch now correctly updates the list of swatches when performed. They fixed a bug where the Rec Room object chip would actually fail to convert the seats properly. We couldn't stand having that bug, so now we're seated? Yeah, sure, that works. Seats will now also have their lock player in and lock player out values reset whenever you room reset from the maker pen. Dracula finally learned to aim. They fixed a bug where Dracula's fireballs would frequently collide with his own cape and crescendo. They fixed a bug where offline rooms booted from Rec Room Studio would attempt and fail to update room permissions. Fixed the distance output of the Spearcast chip. Fixed a bug that caused the radius input of the respawn chip not to work as expected. Fixed a bug where the set text wouldn't always respect the next heat limit. They fixed a bug that caused the maker pen to be invisible after being pulled from the backpack. They fixed a bug where grabbing the handle of the vehicle that had something clamped to it would break it. You rip the handle off a vehicle now. Consider you are just incredibly strong. They fixed a bug where merging shapes with incorrect selection bounds, added various fixes and stability improvements for the hierarchical building alpha preview. I honestly still don't know how to say it, bro. I've struggled with it in the past. It's back. I'm gonna struggle with it again. Fixed a desync that happened with holotars and audio samplers when a player was muted or PTT while recording. Fixed a bug where clicking on the end of an input field caused the text cursor to go to the second to last position instead of the end of the text. And lastly, fixed a bug where screen mode players could not get into the broken state if they were in a new room while holding a drawn bow. So yeah, that's basically all of Rec Room's patch. As you guys can see, a lot of these bug fixes are pretty specific because they're community submitted. Reminder, if you guys ever do end up actually having some sort of bugs or whatever, be sure to send them to Zendesk because that really does help them a lot. I'm glad that we are getting some more patches. Seeing more patches is good because that means more bug fixes and just, you know, a more stable Rec Room in general. So good job, Rec Room, and keep these patches up. I'd like to see them. As always, let me know what bug fix was most important to you, and let's get into this next bit of news. So a piece of news inside one of my older videos, I'm glad I didn't really make it the thumbnail or really talk about it inside the title or whatever. It turns out that that was sort of wrong. This clip of Harry actually talking, people think that it actually means instead of it being, you know, PSVR 2 being on Rec Room and they're going to play it and get gameplay and etc. I think Harry was just talking about, you know, him playing other games, or he might just be mistaken. John Whiting, a Rec Room developer, had responded to my actual tweet about the video, saying this: FYI, Rec Room won't be on PSVR 2 at launch. I think Harry was talking about playing other games in that clip, or he's mistaken. So no announcement yet on Rec Room on PSVR 2. And that's that. I thought it would honestly be on PSVR 2 automatically, but it seems like that's not the case. It sucks, but hopefully it will release soon, and Rec Room will make a pretty cool announcement about it. Until then, it's just kind of disappointing news, and sorry PSVR 2 players. But that's just launch. It'll be on PSVR 2 eventually. I mean, it makes sense to be on PSVR 2. It's a new headset, so why not? But we'll just have to wait and see. As always, let me know if you guys are actually getting into PSVR 2 or whatever, you know, bug fix had changed your life or whatever. And yeah, let me know all that inside the comments below. Whilst you guys are commenting, be sure to subscribe and punch that like button because it's very important to do so. I'll catch all you guys inside the next video. And without further ado, Bro Fist.